Hey guys, are you ready to dumb down math with me? Then let's go. We're working out a few more problems from the topic called profit and loss. The question is this. I bought a certain number of books at a certain price. 3/5 of the books were sold at the cost price of all the books bought. From the remaining 10 books were sold at 50% gain and another 10 at 50% loss. By then, I sold out all the books I had bought. How much is my overall profit percentage? We don't know the number of books and the price at which it was bought, but the number of books can be determined from the data given in the problem. For example, let X be the number. Then what do they say? 3/5. 3/5 of X was sold at a certain price, we don't know. Again, from the remaining 10 books, again another 10 books. Basically, the total number of books gets divided into 3 parts. So this can be equated to X again. And we can easily solve for X from that. Take this to the other side. 3 by 5X. And keep it this side. 20. So 50 is the total number of books he had bought. Now we don't know the price and there is nothing else in the problem to help us find out the price. So we may choose it as a CP of one book be 1. Then CP of 50 will be 50. Now the question is about finding overall profit percentage, which means we need to find out SP of these many books. Let me divide the total number of books into 3 parts. Okay, first part 3/5 of 50, that's 30. Second part they are giving us 2 numbers. So 30, 10, 10, that will form 50. Now let's find out SP of all these parts. SP of 30 books, how is it sold? 3/5 sold at the cost price of all the books. That means this will be CP of 50. There's a meaning of 30 books being sold at the cost price of all the books, which is 50, and that's 50 by this assumption. Okay. Now, SP of the second part, that is said to have been sold at 50% gain, which means CP of 10 books will be 10 and that into 1.5. 1.5 because 50% profit means we multiply cost price by 1.50. Similarly, SP of the third part, this 10 books, which was sold at 50% loss. So again cost price into 0.5. That will be 5. Now let's sum up all this. You get the total selling price of all the books I had sold, which is 50 plus 15, 70. Now we got cost price 50 books and selling price of 50 books. Therefrom you get profit of 50 books. 70 minus 50, which is 20. Now we need overall profit percentage. Let's use the basic result for converting absolute profit into profit percentage. This is that. So profit found out to be 20. CP. So since profit is done for 50 books, CP of 50 substituted here. So the basic thing you need to remember, if you are arriving profit of a certain quantity while writing CP, you need to use the same quantity. I mean CP of the same quantity. This works out to 40%. So 40% is my overall profit percentage, and that's the final answer to the question. There are a couple of points some of you might find a bit confusing here. like I've used 1.5, 0.5 and all that. These are covered in my basic videos on the fundamentals of profit and loss. The video link is given in the description below. The second question is this. I bought a certain number of apples. 1 out of 8 apples was sold at the cost price and the others at a profit of 40%. How much is the overall profit percentage? I haven't given the number of apples I bought, nor the price of each one I bought it for. We don't need these details because the question is not about finding absolute profit. What is it about then? It's about finding overall profit percentage. So you can choose a convenient number for the number of apples and the cost price of one as whatever you want. So let me choose 8 as the number of apples I bought, because there's a 1 out of 8, which means what? If you take 8 apples, 1 gets sold at the cost price and these 7 at a profit of 40%. That's the meaning. So let CPV of 1 apple be 1 rupee. Then CP of 8 will be 8 rupees. Now to get profit percentage, you need to find out SP of 8. How does he sell these apples? It's divided into 1 and 7. So what will be SP of 1 apple at the same price as the price he bought it for, which is cost price of 1, which is 1. Now let's find out the SP of the second lot. SP of 7 apples. That will be CP of 7 into how much profit? 40%. So you multiply CP of 7 by 1.40. This is CP of 7 is 7 as per this assumption into 1.4, which is 9.8. Now you take the total of these two, SP of 1 and SP of 7, which will be 8, and corresponding prices 1 plus 9.8. So you got CP of 8, SP of 8, same quantity. So profit will be absolute profit I am talking about on the basis of total number being 8, of course. That will be 10.8, which is the selling price minus cost price. So this comes to 2.8. Now how do you convert that into profit percentage? Yeah. Profit percentage denoted by small p, P by CP into 100. Now P means P of 8 apples, 2.8. And in that case CP of 8, which is 8 into 100. Yeah, this you simplify. This is 0.35. So that works out to 35%. So 35% is the overall profit yes made in the transaction. The third and the last problem in today's session is this. A trader bought 2 articles paying prices in the ratio 5:3. He sold the first one incurring a loss of X%, while on the second he made a profit of 3X%. If the overall profit he made is 10%, how much is the value of X? Trader's CP is given as a ratio. Let me choose a CP of article 1 and CP of strictly speaking, by the definition of ratio, this is a 5 into something and that's 3 into something. But finally, you are finding the percentage. So whatever multiples you choose will get cancelled out finally. So I'm choosing 5 and 3 to make it easier. Now this one is said to be sold with a loss percentage of X. So how do you find out SP of this? SP, again article 1. See, SP equal to CP minus loss when there is loss, and CP will be bigger in that case, bigger than SP I mean. So CP is 5. Now how do you, this L stands for absolute loss. How do you find out that? That will be a certain percentage of 5 and that percentage is given to be X. So this will be the loss. In fact, we are using a simple result like this. I've covered in my video on the basic concepts of profit and loss. I request you to go back to those videos whose link is given in the description below. Now CP is what? 5. L is X. So exactly this I'm writing here. Now similarly, we can find out SP of article 2. There it's sold with a profit, so CP will be smaller than SP and profit is to be added. Again, second article, cost price is 3 plus 3x percentage of 3. That is the profit. Okay, into 3x by 100. Then there is a corresponding result for profit, which is CP into P by 100. Here P is 3x%. That's what I'm writing here. CP is 3. Okay. Now if you want, you can further simplify it like this. Now let's combine these two. Rather, that will be what you can say total SP of both the articles together. That will be this plus this. This is the first one, this is the second one. Total SP. Okay, 5 minus SP of the first one. This is SP of the second one. 5 plus 3, 8. This on simplification, you will have plus 4x by 100. Now, what will be total CP? That's a simple one. This is the first CP, this is the second CP. Take the sum of these two. That is the total CP of two articles together. Now we have CP, we have SP. Take the difference. That will give you the absolute profit, which is 8 plus 4x by 100 minus 8, which works out to 4x by 100. So this is the absolute profit. Now how do you convert that into percentage? Overall percentage, that's P is equal to 4x by 100 by total CP, which is 8 into 100. I hope you follow this. This is the absolute profit. Maybe I'll write it again. This is the one we used here. All these things are there in my video on the basic stuff. Okay. Now simplify this. What do you have? This 100 will go. Finally, on simplification, you will have x by 2. And what is that? Overall profit percentage, which is given to be 10 in the problem. That implies, small p denotes overall percentage, which is 10. So 10 is equal to, the right side is x by 2. This implies x is equal to 20, which is what we are asked to find out here. So the value of x is 20. That's the final answer to the question. While discussing this problem, there are some results I've taken from my video on the basic concepts of profit and loss. So I would encourage you to go back to those videos. See you guys in my next video, where I'll help you with smart solutions to tricky problems of this kind. Bye for now.